Welcome, everyone. This is the U.S. Online Women's Championship 2022 semifinals round 2. And we're very excited to be watching Karen Davis, who, by the way, is one of the founders of Women in Backgammon, who's sponsoring this taping this afternoon, and Mary Morse. And Karen has been a member of the Backgammon Foundation's board of directors since in 2009 to 2022, serving as board chair from 10 to 17. And she was the foundation's president executive director from 2017 to 2020. And she's president executive director of the U.S. Backgammon Foundation. And her backgammon accomplishments are too numerous to mention, but let's just go over the last few. She won the Florida Miami Masters Jackpot 2022, second Sunny Florida Tournament of Stars with Marty Storr 2022, second Michigan Women's Fireworks Cup, and on and on and on. And Mary Morse plays with the Houston Backgammon Club. She's been playing in tournaments since moving to Houston in 1976. She met her husband, George, at a tournament, and together they went to tournaments in Vegas in the late 70s and 80s. She took a break from backgammon while raising their sons, but has recently resumed tournament play. And she's a distinguished local record playing in tournaments and Chouettes, and she also plays a lot online. So, this afternoon, we're so excited. First of all, welcome Tuesday night's second place person, Kara Schultz. Thanks for being here to comment on the match this afternoon. I guess you're probably not as tense as you were Tuesday night when you played an incredibly interesting match.
Definitely not. Thanks for having me, Christine.
Yeah, we're really happy that you're here. And Kent Goulding, who already has been touted as one of the great commentators after people started listening to him the other night. Thanks for being here, Kent, and doing this this afternoon as well. So we're going to get started as soon as they're ready to get started. Please keep yourself muted. But if you have a question or something and you want to ask it, type it in the message section. And both Kara and Kent will be monitoring that, and I'll bring up any questions that come up. If you'd rather direct message me, you can do it on the chat, okay? So I think we're still letting a lot of people in. And Kara, have you heard from them? Are they?
Yep, I let them know we're ready to rumble.
Okay, great. So we'll be starting shortly. Any thoughts on what you felt like before the match started on Tuesday night?
Me? Yeah, I'm always pretty nervous and jumpy in the beginning. And then once I get the first roll, I think, okay, I know how to play a 5-4. And then I relax and settle into it usually.
What about you, Kent? Do you have any thoughts about what this moment is like before it begins?
50 years worth across many games. And actually one of the first things that crosses my mind, and I'm serious, is this chess, is this bridge, is this poker, or is this backgammon? You know, get straight in my head, what am I doing here? The next thing is, okay, why am I here? I'm here to win a tournament. In order to win the tournament, I have to win this match. So what I focus on is, how do I win this match? Don't worry about who I'm playing next. Don't worry about who I played before. Don't worry about what I'm having for dinner. What do I have to do to win this match? Well, one thing you have to do to win this match is you got to know what the current score is. Well, we haven't started yet. It's 0-0. We have to know how long the match is. It's a 15-point match. Keep that straight. I can, going over almost, not quite 50 years of tournament play, I can pick out a whole lot of times that I got confused as to what the match length was. So those are sort of a pre-flight checklist. Now we're in the air and we're playing backgammon, and they're going to play too quickly. That's another thing I tell myself before any match starts, particularly since the advent of chess clocks. Thank you very much, Kent Goulding and Bill Roberti. People play too quickly. Experts play too quickly. So let's get on with it and see if we can see what's happening. Already there's several rolls ahead of where I would be. You know, just by
okay, so I think they've begun, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
they're very much underway.
They're off.
And so far they're playing speed gammon. One has used 3 seconds, the other's used 0.
Mary is a really fast player.
So this play, there's something to think about. Again, it's going too fast. They should, at a minimum, at a minimum, I would use my 10 seconds before I touch a checker, or 8 of my 10 seconds, get in my head straight. What am I trying to do? What am I going to do here? And almost never move one checker before you're sure what you're going to do with the entire roll, because that inevitably leads to overlooking a candidate play, often the best play.
So now I think she can think about hitting here. What do you think, Kent? That would be my inclination, because I really don't want to break the mid to make
Yes,
the
I think
10.
that's correct. Here, she just wants to play backgammon and distribute her checkers properly. This is an easy take.
Lots of play left here.
Yeah, it's scary. Why? I mean, I think it's a reasonable double, if for no other reason that people might pass. White's game has developed extremely well. And while there's not really a crushing threat, there's just a positional advantage, which, one good roll followed by bad roll for the other side might turn it into a pass. So not unreasonable to double there. And way
This is
too
a great
much play left
shake.
to pass.
Yeah. They're playing really fast.
There's a big turnaround here, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it feels better to safety that blot. Now, good, someone's finally thinking, but not very long. I mean, again, look, I was the Washington Flash when I was young because I played so quickly. The more I've played, and quite frankly, the stronger I've gotten, the more I try to slow down.
Yeah, I think it's smart, even after you've made the play, to kind of stop and think, is that the right thing? Is there anything I overlooked? Is there another play? This is a nice escaping. Right. Yeah.
Kent, I just got a direct message. Somebody wants to know, okay, slow it down. And what are you supposed to be thinking?
Well, you want to go ahead, Kara.
Oh, no, go ahead, KG.
You want to identify A, what you're trying to do, and B, what the candidate plays are that this role presents you in order to do it. I mean, it's sort of a little bit upside down. Yes, you have to play the role, but you also have to play backgammon. How am I going to win this game? What am I going to do to win this game? If I'm in deep trouble, how do I avoid a gammon? What am I going to do to save a gammon? And then look at the dice to see how that helps you achieve your objective and what the best choice is. But you have to ultimately identify the candidate plays. These are the plays I'm choosing from. And don't just automatically make a play. Oh, I see a play. This does something good. No, look at all the plays, weigh the pluses and minuses, and then make a decision. And when the cube's involved, if you have access to the cube, part of your before I do anything, before I roll the dice is, what's the situation with the cube? And might I have a double here? I mean, that should briefly flip through your brain. If I have a double here, might it be too good to double here? And hopefully we'll get plenty of chances to do that. I mean, right now, what's happened? Things keep going back and forth.
Well, right now, Karen's thinking about leaving her anchor, which she decided to do. A little bit risky, but she didn't want to bury a checker, I think, is what she was thinking about. But it gives Mary too much of an advantage, I think.
Well, it certainly turned, well, wait a minute.
That's a great shake for Karen. This is definitely my play.
Ooh, nice hit.
Oh,
We could have had fun here if that shot was missed, because there would have been a very, very interesting cube decision there.
Oh, here we go again, though. There's let's see what Mary rolls after this, but
9 or 11.
Yeah, Karen should be thinking about a recube here.
Right, exactly. So what do you think, Kara? If you were in this position, we'll wait and see what Mary does, but what's going through your head about, should I double or shouldn't I?
So I'm thinking about the race, number one. I'm only ahead by 3 pips at the moment, so that's a big consideration. Position, how do I get my guys home safely? I would have thought about it a little longer than she did. I didn't see any pause for a recube here. But also I think Mary's going to have some trouble getting these guys home safely with the checkers out. I think this is a reasonable play to keep your checkers from being hit. You know, definitely Karen doesn't want to get hit here. Yeah, it's a race now, and there's no, oh, there might be a recube after all.
Well, now, has she played all four, or is there one to go?
I think that's it. So
Okay, what's our pip count?
difference?
And how's the fancy pantsy wastage? Whoa, where was, oh, it's only 4 pips.
It's only 4 pips right now, yeah. So I think she's gotta keep
Well,
going.
back that up. Where did those check? Oh, I said they both came off the bar point. Is that what happened?
So now I'm thinking definitely about a cube here. There's what, a 8 pip difference. I think that's great. I
That's
usually think
more than enough.
10% plus 2. Yeah, it's a recube. Yeah.
How about taking?
Now is it a take? You know, what I look at here is Karen has misses with 5s. And oh, she did that pretty quickly. I guess I would have thought through it a little bit longer.
Well,
but...
that's what I said before all this started. It's going to go too fast. I think, by the way, she made the right decision, that there are, you can write books on exactly how to look at that position and, you know, what the effective pip count is and how do you do the effective pip count? How do you do the Keith count? And do you go to Professor Art Benjamin's lectures and, you know, at the end of a 4-year course, you may or may not know the exact right answer.
Right, exactly. But I start with a pip count, you know, just a straight pip count to think about that. I think that's a good place to start.
Right, the pip count was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Like
so Mary's ahead in the race and only has 1 checker back. I think I'm running with this. I'm not going to hit.
Well, that's
I'm not
the
sure
wrong way to
about
run.
this play.
That's way the wrong way to run.
You just run the whole way. You don't want to be in front of. Oh, wow. That would have been my play with the 6-2. Again, they're moving pretty fast. 4-1, just safety. Yeah. And I think Mary's now in a pretty good position. She's ahead in the race. This is a standard holding game.
So you take these till the cows come home when you're anchored on your opponent's 5 point and there's nothing really special going on. When do you think you would double this, Cara?
I'd say when I'm about, I mean, I look at the pip count. This isn't quite right for me. I'd say about 10 to 12 pips ahead. Lots of people, I think about, you think about clearing your 6 in front by being on the 11. Karen's goal is just to make her board, right? Wait and get a hit here. I think I'd be, let's see, this is going to make the pip difference not big enough for Mary to cube yet. She's behind in the match, so she wants to think about cubing. You know, it's not a huge difference at the moment, but I think I'd try and cube a little earlier. And are you just bringing ones in, KG, or are you going to make this?
Yeah, no, I would, yeah, it seems like there should be a spare on the 6 point.
Yeah, I like a spare on the 6 too. You want to put your spares where you want them, right?
Yeah, you want to get off the, which she could not do, the Astro. You want to get off the 11 point. It's
Here
interesting, that should be it. If the pip count's good enough to double, you double now. The contact is negligible.
Yeah, it's a double.
Okay, now what are we, 13 pips? That's got to be on the edge.
Yeah, it's right on the edge, and there's no real chance of getting a shot, so it's almost a straight brace.
Yeah, I might actually have taken that.
Yeah, I think you could have gone either way. No, it looks like it was a pretty big drop.
No, I mean a pretty big take.
Oh yeah, sorry, pretty big take. Yeah, other way around.
That whatever purplish red color shading means oops.
Yeah, but listen, they're both playing really great so far, so both under a 5.
Oh, does that show up there somewhere? Oh yeah, right there, right in front of my little snout. All right, do you smite or leave all the combination shots?
I think I would consider hitting. I don't, with those combos, it's almost like a direct shot.
Yeah, I think I probably would have hit also, but I don't think it's a big deal.
And here I might have considered making the 3 instead of the blocking point. She's ahead in the race, you know. Whoa, she's thinking about, oh. This is a tough play for me. I think my inclination would be to make the 3 using the 9 and then maybe step up. Yeah, like this. What would you do, KG?
Oh, this looks reasonable. And,
It looks a little scary.
I
with
don't
that
like
checker
sticking
back.
when you don't have if you've got 2 checkers back, splitting out into something like this is somewhat more reasonable than stepping up with just 1 checker, because the 1 checker is going to be attacked.
Absolutely.
You know, I might actually go the other way here, but both are tempting. I mean, there's huge pluses and minuses, and it's, you know, I'd take a little more time to look at it. There's huge pluses and minuses, but somehow the other one I sort of like, but I'm not sure. Now you can get out, but
Oh, not totally.
now we got a huge pip lead. If we get away with this, there's going to be some interesting stuff to think about.
I actually think I would have considered a cube before that. Oh no, okay. Here, after this roll for Karen, I'm considering a cube because you've got all your checkers escaped. You've got it.
Yeah. This was again way too fast, Karen.
Yeah, you've got
way
it.
too fast.
I think she missed a cube there.
Now, if this position is a take, then last position maybe wasn't so fast, because this is what you'd expect to be looking at. If this is still a take, then it wasn't such a big deal not to double last turn. This is you know, you can take anything when you're anchored on the 20 point. You can take a lot when you're anchored on the 21, but not as much. So this one's
we have what, a 27 pip difference here.
that's
So
huge.
it's a huge pip difference. Usually you don't want to be more than a set of 6s behind. At least that's kind of how I think about it.
Right. On the other side of the coin, look at the mess that Karen's going to have coming home. You know, she rolled an awkward roll last turn.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. Speaking of set pair of 6s behind, now is this is it not so desperate that maybe you don't run?
Mary might be too well after the roll. What is she? She's 90, maybe at 99. No, 107. I think she's too far behind. I don't think I'd come out.
Yeah, let's take a look and see just how well she did. A little peach and a little vanilla. She came out but didn't keep going. It's an awkward position. Staying back, she'd be forced to push her front checkers a little too far forward.
I
and
agree.
then have to try to worry about getting out later. So, you know, it may well be that running into a pretty bad race may not have been as bad as it felt.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, because what do you do next, right?
Yeah, what your next is hope for another big doubles, which you just should be out.
Yeah.
Or there may have been some shot stuff. I don't remember the position clearly enough to see what pressure Karen was under to get home.
Yeah, now, okay, she's gonna run with her.
This is going to make it interesting.
Yeah, a little bit closer.
And now you can't go. You got to squash a little, which makes the race actually closer still. Yeah, not 100% clear who's zooming who, and that running might not have been better last turn.
Yeah.
You know, Mary's starting to pile up wasted pips as well.
Yeah.
So that's sort of a little bit of a handicap she was getting in terms of pip count has partly been given back.
Yeah, I mean, Karen should be in pretty good shape here.
Right, which means maybe Mary should have gone for the running a little earlier and not have all these checkers down on her 1 and 2 point. I mean, crossover wise, it's very close. The problem is Karen has had wasted pips all along. Mary now also has a bunch of wasted pips, which she need not necessarily have had she played earlier differently.
Yeah.
Still, one set of 6s fixes everything.
That's true. And now it's just standard bearing off. You want to rip when you can. This is kind of Unless Mary responds in kind.
Yeah, 6 checkers versus 9 checkers. It's not impossible. Well, it's getting closer to impossible. Get them all off. Yeah, nope, that's it. That's the end of that.
Yeah, that's it. I
All
just
right.
want to point out that Karen is playing under a 3 right now, which is stellar. Mary's under a 5, which is fantastic also. Both playing fast, but really well. Now I start thinking about the away score. So Karen's 11 away and Mary's 14 away. Being an even away is better for that person because gammons get you to a closer score. It's more effective to have your gammons when you're even away. I hope that makes sense.
Makes sense to me, but it's hard. It's more clear to players who are learning this subtlety the closer to the end of the match you get. There it starts. There that what you're talking about, even away versus odd away, starts to become a huge deal, which requires a little bit of study and understanding to fully appreciate.
Yeah. So here I think I'm hitting off the 5. Yeah.
Now, where's the cube here?
I would be definitely, she's behind in the race. This is for me. Yeah.
I don't know if you can take this. This looks pretty bad to me.
Yeah, that she looks like she snapped past that one.
I would not snap past almost anything.
Yeah, agree.
Take a breath, see what's happening, make sure you haven't missed something. There are some positions which look pretty bad, which are nonetheless takes.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that with hi Irina in Irina and my match. There was one that really scared the crap out of me, and I passed, and it was a no double take. So you got to think a long time about these cubes.
That split, by the way, looked a little bit funny and dangerous, but there was no other reasonable 4 to play.
I don't know if I would have made the 2 point. I hate the 2 point.
So
I don't think I would have made that. Slash here.
And there's not an avalanche of builders waiting to crush you. So I think squirming for something better made more sense than grabbing the 2 point.
Yeah, I think I would have broken it actually last roll. I hate it so much.
Well, I'm with you.
All right, so 6-1. Yeah, just. Oh, I thought she had the whole play.
Yeah, no, I don't know if it's right. I like the thought. I like the idea.
And now you got to break something off in the back.
I'd break the 24.
Yeah.
The ones on the 20, the ones on the 22 can get out with 6s.
Yeah.
Well, nobody gets out.
There's
with
some
5s.
daylight. Now this is a fun position because Karen's got 4 back, but she's in control at the moment.
I think everybody forward. I'd actually do that. I think that's correct.
Best time to get out is
look
when
at the double 5's
on
got
the
a
bar.
yellow. I think the yellow for the double 5's meant she should have kept the 4 prime and not worried about keeping the midpoint. But that's gone.
All right, 4.
Ooh, lots of blocked stuff. This play is basically all but forced.
Yeah.
And I don't know, do you hang on to it? May be right to hang on to the 9 point.
I think it is to have a blocking point. I just
a landing
think,
spot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A stepping stone in the torrent.
And I always like to joke when I have a dilly builder on the 2 and the ace isn't made that it's not quite a dilly builder yet.
You're right. So
don't make the ace.
Same joke. Here, Karen is, I think, correctly coming forward with her back checkers at every opportunity while she still has this huge advantage in home board points. Which ace? Yeah. Maybe the one she's just playing, because that allows both of the checkers to get out. The one on the 23 point is poorly placed. So here she can get out with 6s or 5s.
Yeah. And she's got to
And-
get out because she's so far ahead in the race right now.
Yeah,
Got to get her back checkers moving.
and we'll have, oh, look at that. I think that's a smite from the rear. Oh, it's black's roll. I'm sorry, I thought it was white's roll.
Yeah, no, she's just got to get out.
Oh, she was just completing her roll. Okay.
Yeah. Mary would have wanted to hit with twos. I don't know, would she come out with a 6 and just come around? I'm not
Well,
sure
what's
you want to.
plan B?
Yeah, you don't want to
I
break your
I don't see a
board.
plan B, so I think she's sort of forced into this. And I don't think there's enough of a threat here to double, although we're getting where it's going to be interesting. Still,
That was a
Karen has a mess to bring home. I don't think she's quite, if she rolls one mediocre roll and gets missed, is that enough to have lost her market? I think the answer is no.
well, now she has what I think Carol calls TMP, right?
Oh, for sure.
Too many points.
Yeah, that goes back to a long, long time ago.
This is probably not my play. I think I come 13 to 9 and slot the ace because
I agree, 100%. Say why?
I want return shots if she breaks the 12 to hit me, and by staying on the 16, if she hits me on the 13, I can hit with 3s. If she doesn't cover on the 4, I can hit with 4s. This she hits with 7s, 4s. She can hit and cover. It seems very dangerous to me.
I agree. Also, the 16 point provides a little bit of a desperation bridge if you do get hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, you can come back out to the 16 point in some variations.
This is my play
I think
here.
this is the other thing to look at would be not leaving any shot at all, and I don't like not leaving any shot at all.
I think maybe she was trying to dupe 4s there, but no. Safety the 5.
Well, other than a 3-6, that's or a hit. That was a pretty good shot.
So Mary
why didn't
should
we
have
double?
thought about a cube. Yeah.
Why didn't we double? The problem here was whether you take or not. I don't think it was whether you double or not. Do we get are we going to get a little yellow thing?
Oh, is she too good here? I would have maybe tried for that other blot. I don't know. Once you have the 6 prime.
Well, I certainly would have thought about it.
Yeah.
That popped up in your and Irina's match. There were a couple of positions, and I don't remember which side had them, where things turned around quickly and it went double drop when there was too good to double.
Yeah, I think both of us might have given it too good. Sometimes when you're getting pummeled though, and it turns around, you just get so excited that you didn't get crushed. You're like, cube.
Right. That's exactly the thought process. Anybody who's been there knows that. And this is where I can quote any number of expert players of yore. Every roll is a new cube decision, and don't do it until you've thought about it. Paul McGrill told me more years ago than I care to admit that one of the biggest errors experts make, not average players, is failing to play on for a gammon. They get excited, they cash the game when they should have played on for a gammon.
Yeah. It's easy to do because, we can be impartial observers, but there are always some emotions involved in the game, right? Depending on what's happening in if you're getting crushed, if you're winning, if you're in a tricky position.
Now we've got another fun position here.
Yeah.
I think this position is stronger for Karen than some people would realize.
Yeah, and I like coming up off the ace because the ace isn't fun, even though she's way behind in the
I wonder
race.
if leaving one back on the ace might not have been a better idea than coming up with both.
I think that's interesting. When you're behind in the race, it's often just so right to stay back.
With at least one.
Yeah.
This is a little weird, but these are not far from double territory, because it's kind of hard for white to win.
Yeah.
And it's easy. I mean, black wins just clears the midpoint and doesn't get hit, or clears the midpoint without leaving a shot, and you're 40 pips ahead in the race, and that's it.
Okay, the double 6s made things a little more interesting for Mary.
Whoa, what was that 2? She needs the 5 point.
Yeah.
You know, as long as the 5 point's open, you kind of can't win. Hitting a shot
Yeah.
doesn't win. You can't win until you've got your 5 point closed. When you're
got
way
it.
behind in the race, you just can't. Yeah,
Okay.
there's no way to play safe. And now, now if you're carrying, you're really hoping your opponent rolls a 6, so you'll at least have some. Oh my goodness!
Oh, I'm cubing
Cube.
this.
What do you think about the cube here?
I'm cubing. Is it a take? That's a question. 3s, 4s, and 6s
Well,
all hit.
Yeah, I don't. The only reason not to cube is because you were too good, but I don't think it was too good. There's a position worthy of some more thought than was given.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
I mean,
now we're clearly in too good territory.
Yeah, you're just playing on.
I mean, how many hits were there with the double blot? I'm not sure there were enough to play on, because a miss and you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. You had 3s and 4s, 3, 4s, and 6s to come in. 3s and 4s hit. The 6s were kind of duped in terms of coming in and being to hit on the 13. Oh, staying alive.
Real quick, I still too good, or was that just an instinctive?
I don't know. And I also would have thought about keeping the back slotted for a second with Karen's board. I mean, I don't know if it's right or not, but I would have thought about it. Instead of safetying on the 3 kind of situation.
What do you think of this? Do you make the 11 point or bring a checker home? You kind of want to control as much outfield as you can.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about getting hit. I want to bring things into range, so I think about.
Well, this looks entirely wrong on all counts.
Yeah, I don't do that.
That's just playing safe.
I think I would have spread out my checkers. You try and anticipate. Let's say she rolls her best roll double 6s, probably, and then kind of figure out how to play my move from there. 6-5. That's.
Now, I'm not sure. I don't think we're playing for a gammon anymore. Has she forgotten the cube hasn't been turned?
I think she thinks she's playing for a gammon at the moment.
Well, she might be.
Yeah, just playing on. I mean, she doesn't have any. I think you can kind of play on. You can get lucky in these positions sometimes, right?
Yeah,
If
you
she
can also
hasn't-
it's getting to the point that you can also get unlucky, but maybe you're not quite there yet.
Like this.
Like this. This will be the start of getting unlucky. And do we want to just close the point or pick a checker off?
Yeah, I just closed the point, and now she's just playing on for the gammon.
1, 2, 3, waste a pip.
Yeah, and I just keep playing here until the person even though I think you can cube here, I keep playing until they actually get a checker off.
Yeah. Make sure, even if it's double 6s, 2-1, don't worry about it. You're not gonna lose. So see what happens is the safest.
Exactly. There are some freak accidents, you know. I think we've all been backgammoned when it was like not even a gammonish position at times. So, or at least I have. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself.
I had a position, unforgettable match in Istanbul a million years ago. In some jackpot tournament, it was a money round, and it got to where it was a bear off, and it got to where my opponent stood up and shook my hand, and I reached out to shake my hand and to resign, and I reached out to shake his, and he said, "Oh, wait a minute, I can still win." And he sat down and he rolled his 3 sets, and I rolled my 3 2-1s, and I lost.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I was playing someone last night, and they were about to say, that I got off the gammon. I hadn't pulled anything off, and my 4 point was empty. So if I rolled double 4s and he rolled doubles, he would have gammoned me still.
Right.
So it's like, don't give up till don't stop till the end, you know?
Yeah. See that checker off.
Yeah. Because you'd regret it if.
I like that idea. Just play until they got a checker off and then double. But you're not allowed to double until they've got a checker off if it's a gammon position. Even if you could calculate over a few minutes, a few seconds, it's not possible. Don't waste the time. Just play until they get a checker off. I like that.
Yeah, I think I would have made my 4 point there. That's,
Yeah, well,
a
they
3 point board's pretty strong.
got a red blob for that.
She has, yeah, I make the 21, and then I like her bringing a spare in. Yep, nice.
This game could now take a while. I mean,
Yeah.
the race is always relevant, but more importantly, Karen's trying to get those back checkers out into the game one way or another and build her 4 point or 7 point or 9 point if she can.
Yeah.
While Mary's trying to sort of do the same thing on the other side. She would slither up. Well, now the choice is slither up to the 21. Oh, she's on the bar. Oh, then she has to.
Yeah.
There's no choice.
Yeah. I think, I'm just hitting and stepping out.
Try to keep all 15 checkers in play. That 6, 8, 9 blockade is surprisingly effective. I mean, I rate the 9 point as the most underrated point in backgammon.
Yeah. Who's on? Okay, Karen's on roll. Is she thinking about a cube here? 4-4. It's 11 away, 11 away. So you want to,
I wouldn't be thinking of, I mean, yes, you should think about doubling, but I wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't do it here.
Your internet connection is unstable.
So you want to play pure when your opponent has 2 points in your board. She definitely wants to get out, but I'd start making blocking points in front of.
I agree. You know, and again, once again, the 9 point is huge. 9 point boxes in your opponent's checkers on the 3 point. When your opponent has your 3 point, your 9 point goes way up in value in general. And I think that applies here. And I like the idea of getting 15 checkers into play as quickly as you can, particularly when there's your opponent's stuck on the bar and can't use their whole roll to attack. And I don't know about that 5. That was worthy of some thought.
Yeah, I don't know either. She has 5 back. You got to make the best use of the checkers you do have.
It might have been right to pop off the 21 point with a 5 and not attack there. But so far, this looks like it's working.
Yeah, I'm definitely bringing one to the 6, and then I'm thinking about the last one.
Are there 2 left?
Mm-hmm. Would you consider slotting the 5?
Absolutely.
I mean, who cares if you get? Yeah, who cares if you get hit back?
Right. And as in the was it last game or the game before? Mary's not going to win this game without her 5 point, or in most variations. And it's easy to win the game with her 5 point. So try to make it. This is awkward. You may be forced to come out to the 18 now. Yeah,
for sure. And then I guess I'm slotting my 2 because I don't want to break my 8.
Yeah, this is everything's still holding together.
Yeah, so
now 9 point. Now you make that underrated 9 point.
Oh yes. Oh no!
Oh, don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that. No,
I think she misclicked.
You can look around and see what other things are available, but before the roll, I've been talking for a while about what is Karen trying to do. She's trying to make her 9 point, and there it is.
And Mary's just popping out with this. So you got to get your checkers into the game. Keep going. Yeah.
Grasping that concept, which Cara, you clearly have, of keeping your checkers in play without necessarily counting shots or worrying about things. That's sort of the mark of that you find in an expert that you don't find in an advanced player. That's a compliment.
Thank you. Okay, so 5-2. What are we gonna do?
Well, what do you want to do? You mean you might not be a bad idea to build the 3 point. Now you can't lead
Yeah.
the double shot really. So
You could just come around, because if she comes off her
yeah,
mid,
it's
do
almost
I
a
really
trap.
care? Yeah.
No, you almost want her off the 18. So I think you're
Yeah.
right. I think coming around to the 11 is the way to go. And note that the opposing 5-point is open. So you can always pop in and
Exactly.
jump out
Yeah.
and say, bye guys, see you later,
So, I mean, does she really want to hit with this 4? That's scary as all get out. I don't even know that that's right.
Yeah, she doesn't want to, but she might sort of have to. I'm not sure waiting is all that much better. The blot on her 2-point isn't so bad. If you know your opponent's coming in with like a 2-6, you kind of want to hit her.
Yeah.
Let her hit you back. So I think
And Mary,
yes. And
Mary
like
has
this
the better
play.
board.
I like
do
this play.
too. Yeah. It's basically attacking attacking Karen if she comes up to the 5-point.
Right, exactly, which is what we've been saying Mary wants to do.
Yeah.
Well, this is an interesting choice. Leave all the blots or just try to, run out. It's I'm inclined to hit.
These ones are really,
that can really blow up in your face too.
yeah, those ones are really tough for me because you kind of have 2 opposing ideas, right? You're ahead in the race, so you want to run. And, then it turns into something like this where you got a lot of blots. You had the advantage.
You I'd love to see that. Did we get red blobbed for doing that?
The hit, no, I can't really tell. It looks like it might have been right, but some plays are close, and I just think it's worth thinking about what's my goal here, right?
Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
So double sixes.
How many of these 6s have been I
don't know. I was talking too much.
I'm not sure that's it. The last one. Maybe you want to do the other last one. Play 10 to play to the.
This is a double hit. Yeah.
Oops. I think she slightly misplayed the final
Double
6
six.
there. Yeah.
No, I think Karen's thinking about a cube here. She's ahead in the race. She's got some initiative. I'm not sure I play that safe. This is a tough play for me. I might play quietly 8 to 6. Kent, what are you gonna do?
Well,
I don't like
that play is tempting
because you don't want him to make a second anchor.
You don't want him to make that second anchor.
Yeah.
This play could lead to an interesting cube too. If that's gonna.
Here's the thing, though. Mary doesn't have time to keep her 2 anchors. So
No, which makes this roll a pretty good one because now she's got all of her checkers spread around to get out. And I don't think she can double until she's freed more of the prisoners. Even with 2 in the air, I think she's got to free another prisoner or 2 before she can give up the cube.
Yeah. Just come around to the
well, no, I might get
maybe
off
not. Yeah, get off the mid, right?
Yeah, or the 18, yeah.
Yep. Sorry, the 18. Now I'm definitely coming off the 18.
Well, you might come off the 21.
Yeah, I think that's better.
I like coming off the 21. That's where that damnable 9-point is putting all the pressure on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, now back the other way. But again, you got the 4-point home board to 2.
Yeah, and that was a great shot for Karen. So now Mary will just anchor. There's been a lot going on, and I feel like.
Well, look at the bar of 21. It may have been right to come in with a 1 and out to the 18.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's what that red blob is telling us. And again, there was a knee-jerk reaction to grab this anchor, but you don't really want that anchor.
Right. You want to get moving because, again, Mary's ahead in the race.
And you got more flexibility to play with your checkers if you've come off the 21.
Yeah. I did like coming around there again for.
Now here, the 3. the three here, I think that three was wrong. I think you wanted to get off the 21 and stay on the 18. And look, it got a red blob.
Okay. Yeah, they're moving
Yeah,
really
the 20,
fast.
this is the power of the 9 point. Those guys in the 21 just got boxed in, and there need not have been 2 checkers there.
This is not Karen's favorite role.
I wonder if she can volunteer a blot. Boy, it looks fun.
Yeah. Oh, this hurts playing to the ace.
Malcolm Davis, the late great Malcolm Davis, would say, "My boy, this play hurts my eyes."
But it could have been right, you know. Mary's definitely got the stronger board.
Where's that get? Does that get us?
It gets us around, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a nice shot.
All the fun starts if and when Mary gets that blot out, which she didn't this time.
Oof, yeah.
Well, as much as it's too many points, I think you kind of want to hold that point for now.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's sort of reasonable.
Yeah, I mean,
Here's
the
our
alternative.
Here's our too many points, and now either attack or swing. Well, we can't do much of anything.
Oof.
You can.
Okay.
I'd be thinking about taking somebody off the 20 point. That was a position that I would look at for quite a while.
Yeah, and here's the shot.
Which I think you have to hit.
Absolutely. I don't think there's another option here. You can't let her escape despite the hits.
Yeah, and come forward here. Try to leap the 9.
Yeah.
Point.
Make 6 is good.
Yep.
And are we cubing here? What?
I don't think quite. We should be thinking about it. We should be thinking about it almost every turn for almost both players, you know?
Yeah.
Stop and think about it. You want to be ready when the time comes and not sleep through it.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Are we out?
Nope. There we go. Sorry about that.
Okay, now. Oh, good. She got in. That makes it interesting. Now what about cubing? Whoa, we should be thinking about cubing anyway.
Yeah.
As we should be this turn, by the way.
I mean, she might be scared because she's 6 away, but from Karen, and it's hard to clear 6 away sometimes, but Karen still has 2 points open.
Yeah, now maybe it's a bit much for Mary to cube. This may be a bit too.
Well, now that the 6 is broken, yeah, I think it's too much, but I'm going to venture to guess that some cubes have been missed in this game.
Yes, I think that's a good place to put your money. By the way, I'd stop the point here.
Yeah, I definitely. You just want to make your points in order, make your board. Even if you get this shot, you've got plenty of covers. Oh.
Yeah, she's.
Here's the shot. Oh, double shot. Okay, now I pause.
Well, you certainly pause.
I don't think it's enough because
I don't know. You got 2 blots, not just 1.
You have 2 blots. And
how many hits are there? Can you count that fast?
Well, we have
20?
17 for the 6, right?
That's one way to do it. Plus all the ones that don't make. Yeah. By the way, if she'd gone bonzo last time, she'd be hitting and covering. Just saying.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
This is a great shake for Mary.
Now you're definitely not doubling now.
Can't cube this. No.
Now, what about the other way?
Yeah. She has 3s. It's kind of an ugly board, so I don't think it's a play on. And I'm just.
Oh, look, we doubled. Good.
Yeah, I think I'm passing this as Karen. It's just 3s, 5s, 6. Oh.
All right, exciting. Lots of scramble, Vig. Lots of scramble. Just get in.
Yeah.
Now can we slot our 4 point? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now 8 is the average roll. Oh, that's a killer roll.
That's not bad. And get as close as you can.
Yeah, get close. 8's the average roll.
Get in. Oh no. 1, 2,
Okay.
3. Uh-oh. Now let's think about saving a gammon. Or winning a gammon the other way. but most-
Yeah, winning a gammon. And now you're just ripping from Mary. It's right on the line for gammons in terms of pip count. They're about 70. Karen's about 70 pips behind, which is on the line for a gammon, right? Did I have that right, Kent?
I don't know the answer. I just try to win. I just try to win the gammon.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good roll. I'm not sure. if
Yeah,
I
if
would.
it's probably not a big deal, but I would take a few minutes to try to sort that out. You do gain on getting off in 2 if you need to, but you, at least I think you do.
Yeah, it looks like she'll save the gammon.
You got one off yet? Good.
Yeah.
Now, can we win the game? It's not going to be easy. 4 off, 2-1, 4 off, 2-1, 4 off. Not quite.
No. So that was a long and exciting game.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff there.
Yeah.
I think the anchor is kind of what you want.
Yeah,
And
especially
this play plays itself.
when your opponent rolls double fives. Nice. Just make the point. Okay, now I think you have to start thinking about when your opponent has an advanced anchor, you want an advanced anchor.
Right, I read that in Michi's book.
Yeah.
Counter an anchor with an anchor.
Yeah.
Proverbs for every possible situation. So
And there's only 9 in the zone, so it's not as scary as it looks to step
No, I
up to
think-
the 20.
I think you're right. Also, you don't really want to pull these your own other checker. Well, here's at least some split. At least slotting the 2 and making a small split is the right idea. You want to split your back checkers.
Yeah. And if she's scared, maybe doing the play to the 2 would have been a little something. Now Mary's hitting off
Again,
the
she
5.
doesn't have much choice.
Yeah.
And I like this hit, by the way, as opposed to just playing with one blot.
Yeah. Oh, ouch. Got to do it.
And
I don't know. I didn't like that hit.
I didn't either. I think just coming up to the 20 point and keeping the checkers where you want them. You don't really want anything to do with the 2 point, and you weren't so
No.
desperate to hit there.
Yeah, you want to hit off the 5 and the 4 generally. The 2, not so much, especially when you have guys back. You don't want your men wasted on the 2.
Whoa,
Okay.
I wasn't sure that was a double, and it got passed.
Yeah, I think that was a huge take.
That was an oops.
Yeah.
There's a tendency to realize you're behind, realize your position is going to be worse for quite a while, realize your opponent's position is better, and just give it up. But the fact of the matter is, you don't have to be winning to take a cube. And if all your checkers are in play and there's no immediate threat of catastrophe, a whole lot of positions are takes. Taking doesn't mean you're winning. It
Yes,
just means you're not getting
exactly.
crushed. I mean, a 3-to-1
can turn them
advantage is really getting crushed. That's not just a little bit of an edge.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. No 6-5 to play. I guess you just start to fill in the holes in your board, having made your 2
Yeah.
point. I was about to say this position has threats to it, and it's gonna be scary for your opponent. I mean, I think I take it, but this is what we're talking about. This is
super fun. I really
Yeah.
like this cube.
Yeah.
With the blots in the board, Mary's kind of stuck in the back, but I would definitely take it.
Can you quote the John O'Hagan rule?
Oh, is it when you don't know what your opponent's going to do? Is it that
No,
one?
that goes back to some other. No, O'Hagan has a pretty good little formula about, okay, no matter what your role, you've got the advantage. And if you have X number of roles, which are market losers, then you should be doubling. And
Oh, is it 16 market losers, I
it
think?
might be less, it might be 13 or something. That's why I was asking you. But
Oh,
it probably applied in that position.
I don't remember exactly what the number is, but I do think about it, and I know it's more than 9 in terms of market losers, but I can never remember exactly.
And here, you can make the 3-point, but leave some stragglers, or you can just pull everybody home like this. I'm not sure it's not right just to make the 3-point.
I kind of like the strong board. I'd have to go back and see. I kind of like making the 3-point, I think. I mean, we're not happy though if Mary comes in on the 5. I guess that's the question. When are you happiest?
Well, you're happiest when your opponent rolls a 3 and doesn't get in and you gammon them.
Yeah.
A long time ago, when I was actually young, I briefly owned a backgammon club in Washington, D.C. We would mail out mailings to all the members or anybody whose name we had on our mailing list. And we had a postage meter, a mechanical device from the post office where you put in an envelope and it goes ka-king and puts the postage on.
Mm-hmm.
And you could put your logo on the stamp that it printed. You pay extra money for the die that got cast, and we had Gammon the Wretch along with the postage. So every mailing that went out, if you read the postage carefully, it said Gammon the Wretch, and that applies here.
Yeah.
And what are we doing? We're gammoning the wretch. How did she eventually play her 5s?
She played it the right way, making the 3-point. Right. Yeah. The other thing to remember is once you've given the cube, you want to play more aggressively. So the more aggressive play is making the 3. And as you said, what is it? Gammoning the wrench?
Wretch.
What? Wretch.
Miserable. You're miserable.
The miserable
wretch. Kick them while they're down is another way to put it.
And in these long matches, a gammon on a 2 cube is pretty significant. It gets you, it gets you closer to.
Winning a gammon on a 2 cube is significant in almost any match. And it also has, not to be, you touched on it very briefly way back when, has psychological value.
Yep. For sure. And once she wins this gammon, she's going to be 6 away, which becomes a shorter match.
Cube and backgammon, end of match.
Exactly. That's how I start thinking about things as I get closer, right? What do I need to do to?
Well, yeah, that's what I said in your pre-flight checklist. It's also as the game goes on, how many points do I have to go? What is my goal here? My goal is to win the match. And what do I need to win the match? Well, get to 4 away, double and gammon them. If you keep thinking that way, and you're going to win a lot more matches.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, Kent. I think people should always be thinking about that. Like, how do I win? Not just this game with the checkers, but your goal is to kind of crush your opponent's soul by gammoning or cubing in the right place, gammoning them, and gaining a lot of points. So, Karen's 6 away here and Mary's 9 away. So it's better to have that even way score that I mentioned earlier, because your cube is more efficient, right?
Yeah, you're getting all the points. Whenever you got an odd number to go, there's some variation of double, redouble gammon where points get wasted.
So I would have thought about making the 5 here. She played that really fast. I love having the 5-point. I'm not sure it was right to hit.
Okay, where's the cube, and what chances do we have to consider turning it?
Yeah. 5-3. Yeah.
I don't care that we're ahead. I want to double.
Tough play. Yeah. I'm cubing.
And I might also I might have come forward there.
Definitely had to come to the 4 there.
Yeah.
You don't want to be stuck on the ace. And
Yeah.
I think it's reasonable now, definitely hitting.
Now I'm thinking, am I too good? But before I even see, oh no, hit her.
You got to hit in this position. Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
now, yeah, I think you're right, KG. I think Karen might be too good. And I also think it's a bummer that she missed a cue when she's 6 away.
Okay, now what are we gonna do? We're gonna gammon the wretch.
Play
Or
on.
is there any danger you could trick your opponent into taking this?
I'm not taking as
Well, neither am I, but I think
Yeah.
there's it would not surprise me if this was too good, but if you look at the little corner number in XG, it'll tell you how many takes you need to make it worth giving up the equity for playing on.
I think it was too good when your opponent's on the
Yeah.
bar and
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I get gammon the wretch.
yeah.
And look, does that rainbow of colors we're developing over here mean that she should not have doubled?
Let me see. Yeah, it was I'm sure it was too good. And again, you know, you want the gammon because you want the 2 points. Now she's at 5 away, which I think Michi says is a stupid score.
Well, Michi's right. He's absolutely right.
You know, it's funny, in my local club, we play 5-point matches, and I hated them because I just hate them. And then I started practicing them, so I'd stop hating them so much. But now it's kind of like, you know, Karen's sort of a closer to 5-point match, although Mary's a bit farther away with her. It's 9 away, 5 away. Both odd.
That was, again, going back more years than most of us can count. McGrill used to advocate and do himself. He'd keep the score with points to go as opposed to points.
Yeah.
That's going way back. And not many people kind of got it. They thought that was just another thing from the weird, from Weird Paul. But no, it was very, very serious and very accurate.
Absolutely. And, you know, when I'm playing doubles, whoever it is, and I do it with myself as well, at the beginning of each new game, I look at the score and tell myself what a way it is, what I need to get there, as you were talking about, Kent. Because you have to remind yourself, and cubes really matter when it comes to the score. You always have to be thinking about it. And if you don't look at it, you don't think about it as much, which is why also I think it's important to have a scorecard when you're playing live instead of writing it down, because you can look up and say, okay, what's happening here?
Yeah. No, the scorecard at the side of the table I found, which I was not used to for the 30 odd years that I played a ton. It's a good thing to see. That helps keep your head in the game. Exactly.
I just play 2 to the 5 here. Yeah. Oh, it's wrong. I don't know. What did we do wrong there?
I was distracted and didn't see what our choices were. Could we have made the 4-point in some variation? I don't know what we had to do.
I don't think so.
Well, this double twos, it feels like if you can make the 9-point and your opponent's on your 3-point, make the 9-point.
Oh yeah, nice blocking point.
KG's favorite point, aside from the 18. All right, well, can we really, what's going on here? Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure that we're not better off just slotting the 4-point and leaving everything be.
I would have slotted the 4-point and try and start making my board.
Not worry about the rest of the mess.
No, I mean, you're behind in the race. I don't think it.
Oh, thank you, JP. Heroes analysis says making 4-point with 1-1 was best. I guess there was a way to make.
Oh, there was an opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
This has gone well for Karen. She's got. I mean, Michi's always talking about M13 or whatever, having 13 checkers in play. Karen's got 15 checkers in play here. I think this is a powerful double. I think that was look at that. May well have been a powerful double, but may also have been a take.
Yeah, I just think I'd love for Mary to spend. I know she's a fast player. She's been playing for a really long time, but I think it's psychological too. When you're getting beat up and you get a cube, it's kind of like sometimes you just want to get out of it.
Yeah, you're shell shocked, which is dangerous.
It is dangerous.
I want to
Certainly.
wager if you take the cube errors out, those 2 PRs we're looking at go down, and obviously Karen's is already reasonable. It would be phenomenal. There've been the errors that are being made are with the cube. And there's checker shuffles. The errors which cost are with the cube.
Yes, the cube is usually most costly. I was talking about that no double drop from my match, and I mean that cost me a whole PR point. So not fun.
There, Marty Storr, the great Marty Storr, very, very strong player, points out that allowing your opponent to get to 4 away was basically a mistake for passing.
That's a great point. I'd much rather my opponent be 3 away rather than 4 away.
In terms of games to go, it's almost the same thing. They got to win 2 games either way.
Yeah,
or
but
a
it's
double
more
and a gamut
efficient.
either way. That odd to go is just awkward. What was it? Michi saying 5 to go is just 5-point matches are just stupid, you know?
Yeah.
And even to go is spectacular.
Yeah.
Full value for your efforts. Well, look at all the possibilities.
I don't know.
This was a mess. This was a mess. I would want to look at that and try to figure out what to do. We got a yellow flag warning, meaning there was probably something better.
I think I would have thought about the bar with the 6-4, but maybe.
What do you think of those 2 white checkers on the 23-point?
I hate them. You know, I hate them.
Exactly. So that's a reason that's one of the reasons, pointing out your brilliance, that maybe running that other checker out. That other checker could help you rearrange off of the 23-point. 2 on the 23-point with no 3rd or 4th checker back is just horrible. It's horrible.
Honestly, for me, when I see my opponents check, an anchor on the 2-point like this, that really makes me want a cube.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what, you're going to be right more than the average player would think. Those are just a terrible place to have checkers. Ooh, look at this.
I'm making the
All
4-point.
kinds of good stuff.
I think I would have made the 4-point here. It's often right to make the 4-point with double 2s.
That 21-point. Now this is barking up the wrong tree.
Agreed. I think I'm hitting and making the 2-point. I don't know. This is tough.
Yeah, I mean, I'm either making the 9-point or I'm hitting and making the 4-point.
Yeah, this is not bad, but
no, this. Oh, look at our nice 9-point. Ooh, I like the 9-point. When do we get to double? Is this too frisky? White's position, other than that wretched anchor on the 23-point. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're talking. This is I don't know, might be a bit rich given the match score.
I think I would have. What happened there? Okay, I think I would have waited till I had 1 inner board point, which is why I would have made the 4-point with the double 2s.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh,
Whatever
I'm not
you do,
doing
don't
this.
do that.
No. Yeah, don't do that.
I can remember back in the old days when the closed circuit commentary was actually broadcast, in the next room or whatever. And every so often, usually Paul McGreal, I could hear the crowd or McGreal scream, and then I'd back up my play. No, don't do that. Okay, I won't.
I know.
No.
I think I kind of like this play. This is what I was looking at originally. I know it feels bad not to have the anchor, but
this looks pretty.
It might be a little rich,
No, this looks pretty. Look how neatly our our little blockade is working. And that now Mary's sort of forced to choke a
She
little
can't-
bit.
Yeah.
And I would not hit. And just come down to the 8 point and see what you can do next turn.
Yeah.
All right, how many
Okay.
of them move? Those might be the last two I played, by the way.
Me-
I'd look to see where the back checkers go before I did that.
Me
I think
too.
go on.
Yeah. No, I usually like to make my points in order, and especially with doubles, you should look at multiple options.
100% agree. She grabbed two and then played the other two, and she should stop and look at all four before she plays any.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make my 5 and 4 before I make the 3. And they become really tough plays. I had a similar move in a doubles match last night where we didn't have the 4 point, but we could make the 3. You have to think about it because they're tricky. You know, like I said, you want to make the points in order, and I don't think Karen really wants a 3 here.
Oh, look, our double sixes got a red flag. Does not surprise me.
And the cube, it looks like the cube was a little
Yeah, that was
hopeful.
optimistic.
Yeah.
Well, this is a tough play. I want to what
Yeah.
would Marty Storer do here? This is a tough play. You really want to do this, but you really want to wait one turn before you do this. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think this is just too pretty to pass up, but it's not without peril.
Yeah, you just hate to bury a checker, right?
Well,
This is gonna get punished.
it got red flagged and it's about to get beat on.
Yeah. And now Mary has a lot of counter prime potential.
What is Mary?
Make the 8, yeah.
When do we get to? Oh, look at that! That just
Oh, misclick.
misclicked.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
yeah, it's could have considered redoubling before the 4-3. That's something. Oh, what a mess! This
Oh.
is everything's hanging on the edge here. This
Yeah.
game could go wildly one way or the other.
and she
What
gets
was
the
that
4
six?
point.
She actually went 8-2. This is Marty.
Yeah,
Unmuted,
she went
but
8-2.
Christine. Yeah. 8-2. Well, I guess.
Oh, Destructo double fives. Just when you thought you'd won the game,
Yeah.
you get the Destructo double fives. What's going on with the cube here and the match score? This is a
Yeah.
time to stop and think a little
Wait,
bit.
wait a minute.
ladies.
What? How did the double fives? I see what happened. She had to leave
Yeah.
the block.
What was shouldn't we have at least been thinking about cubing last turn?
Let's
think
yeah, it's possibly too good. It was possibly too good. Here.
And why did we dodge the 2-6 rather than have another builder? That seems a little silly.
Yeah, I did. I would not have. I
I mean, you're not trying to
played on
come
the
home.
15 point.
You're trying to power home and pick up a gammon while you're at it.
Oof,
Agreed.
this is really tough.
Uh,
You think it's too good here, guys? Mary?
Well, I'm not really sure. After 2-1, what I would do as black is I would just hide a blot. I wouldn't. I don't know. This is.
Trying to do the hard
this might
thing
be
first.
okay.
Yeah.
It's at least a double out, but I
Yeah.
would think it's just
mean,
an easy
now
double.
we're-
It was an easy double out at least, but now okay. So now
we're
this
too,
is,
weren't we too good there?
that was just
I
too
think
good
she-
because he had,
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about most of the match. She had a big turnaround. She got to where she was winning, and she didn't think the right thing.
if
you
your
know?
opponent is 3 away and gives you the cue, or 4 away, well, in this case, 4 away, the opponent was threatening, if you 4 away to 7 away, your opponent, if you're the 7 away one, the 4 away opponent is taking big risk by giving the cue, because it's nice when they can win a doubled gammon and win the match, but otherwise you're just champing at the bit to redouble.
Right, and there she overran the play. She waited too long and then was too good and cashed it. It's,
Here I'm slotting the 5 in. Oh, I don't think I'd do that.
no, that can't, that's not good. I think that's, I mean, and you're behind. I mean, you got to play backgammon. You
Now
got
they're
the
both
anchor-
playing.
You got the anchor on the 20 point, just play backgammon.
Uh,
I
No,
don't mind.
no.
I don't mind 3-2, but I don't like 13-8. I mean 8-3.
Yeah.
yeah.
See,
I don't
this
think
is.
she's far ahead enough in the race.
I wouldn't break the anchor. I would actually probably just just lose the 7 point like that.
Yeah. Slot
At
your
least you can
points.
build a board.
Well, could you lose half the 7 point?
No, well, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, 5 down and slot. the
Yeah,
four.
that's, yeah, maybe.
So I
With
guess
with
you're
the 2
making
point
the
was
2
unmade,
here.
so probably that was a good play. Maybe better than the safe play, but I'm not sure about that.
Certainly a play to look at.
Oh yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, should have been looked at for sure.
And now what do we got? Do we have any
6,
good
5.
options? I don't think you want to get off the anchor at this point because there's nowhere good to go. I mean, I guess you could come out with a 6 and
No,
Yeah.
you keep the anchor. I'm almost sure you keep the anchor. The question was whether to slot the 5 point or play
Right.
safe. And this is the right play by Karen here, I believe, to make the 1 point. And there's a beautiful double 3.
Make the 5.
no, this is,
An
Mm,
unbeautiful 2-1 safe, I assume.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
lucky.
Can't
Do
leave
12,
a shot.
12 shots, is bad.
Here's a shot. Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
I can see the
I think,
appeal of this.
I think this is all right.
Yeah, I can see the appeal. The
But
machine didn't
I-
like it. We got a red
Yeah.
flag, but
Yeah, though it was probably wrong then. It was probably just way wrong or something.
I can still see the appeal of it. And I can also see the appeal of this.
No, I would have played 6-5 though with the 1 instead of 14-13.
Yeah, once again, is it 100% clear that we want to play that 5? There were other, I mean, you could have left a direct ace. Maybe this is all best all anyway. That's the race. No, we're behind.
Yeah, but it's going to be perhaps, well, now I was going to say it might be difficult for black to race, but not
Well, that's
anymore.
how you do it right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Because of the race, Karen's thinking about the cube. She's got some wasted checkers though. 3 away is a weird score.
4 away anyway.
Oh, 4 away. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now I would
Yeah.
This must be a double.
I would double this one.
The
for
question
sure.
is, can you, yeah, I think this is protecting her match score lead a little too much.
I agree. Yeah, I think it was a double, and I think I probably would have taken it.
But what about now?
Yeah, I'm definitely cubing. I think there are a few. I think people get a little anxious when it's when they're ahead. I'm cubing.
Can you
think
take
it's a-
this?
No, I
I
don't
mean, well,
think so.
11 raw pips
That's a lot.
is a heck of a lot. And
Yeah.
if you want a money game like reference, you could take a Keith count and see what shook out.
Yeah.
I can't instantly take a Keith count anymore, unfortunately. But
Those brain cells died,
yeah, the Keith count center has been corrupted.
wiped out. Yeah,
Yeah,
corrupted. I like it. What? I mean,
Yeah,
so
Right. So now you're your black is not so happy anymore.
No, White's done a
Mm-mm.
lot of catching up. while we
Happy
were-
she didn't double, and now
Yeah.
white had better double right now.
Why didn't?
Mm.
Yeah, no,
Why
this,
have
the
they
market
forgotten about- have
is
they
lost
forgotten
now
about the cube?
with any 4 or 2.
It's
It's
just a double.
flush.
Did she? Oh, she finally remembered the cube. Well, there you go.
That was a lot of missed cubes.
There was an
though.
extremely strong player, often a money player, way back when, a Persian guy who lived in London, Kumar Modakhasas. And there'd be some chouette or money game going on. And usually at the exact right point, he'd look down and say, who ahead runner? Meaning, what's the pip count? Who ahead runner? And we'd laugh at him and make fun at him. And I realized at the time, he was always right when he asked the question. Now's the time to check what the pip count is. Do we have a double or don't we? Who ahead runner?
Okay, so I always look at, you can double hit here if that's an option,
Nah,
but with
I'm
4
not-
back,
I'm not double hitting. Either I'm hitting or I'm not hitting, but I don't think I like double hit.
no,
Double
because you
hit,
have 4 back.
the best thing about double hit is just the tempo gained. You avoid being double hit in return.
Yeah,
But
I
That's
I
it.
think
And at the score, you might be a little inhibited to be double hit in return. But here you're much happier that you did not double hit. I mean, the good part about
Might be
single
right
hitting is
to,
you're not dumping a checker deep.
Might have been right to pull one of those blots out of the other side. Yeah,
It
yeah.
didn't.
we got
Well,
a
yeah.
red-
So it could have been 24-16 instead of
something. We got a
13-9.
red. We got a red blob for that.
Well, it's a yellow blob for the double 4 and a red blob
Right.
for 11 to 5 is 11 to
Yeah,
5.
no, they should have covered the 5 point and then pull one of the blots out from that backfield.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Probably
I mean,
so,
the
yeah.
White's midpoint was stripped. You don't want to be pointed on in the home board. It doesn't hurt you to get hit in the outfield. So that again, the biggest error for both players here is they're just playing too fast, which I said they'd be doing before we ever started. At least Karen has used some of her reserve. Look at the reserve time.
so I think I would have stepped up from the back to have some connectivity between my 2 back checkers, or at least looked at it.
I'm not sure it was a big deal, but yeah, I just don't know the right play. It was okay to come up. You can see 8 in the zone, and connectivity is good.
Now, which side is doubling?
Mary's doubling.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That was neither a double nor a drop.
I would take that so fast.
I think
You know,
I had the
you
right
just win
question.
so many
Which
games,
side
but-
is doubling?
You win so many games as black. You can't be afraid of a possible back game, which that wasn't even a back game yet.
No, I think well, there was either a brilliant psychological play or people are on a little bit the wrong planet.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think both of them are maybe. I mean, Karen has been making some conservative decisions because we're leading the match.
Now it's 5 away, 4 away.
The 4-way player has got to be really attuned to gammon chances because the 4-way player is going to have a great incentive to double to 2 in that case.
Making
But- And
I think I would have made the bar
Yeah,
there.
make the, I agree. And we got
make the bar in that position.
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm not
we
so
got a green
sure.
flag for it. I mean,
Not
I
so
think
sure.
you
Yeah,
want to
yeah, probably. Well,
make
well,
the
then,
bar
yeah,
and
if
keep
you-
the 2 back checkers playing together.
got a green flag probably means it was right to make the bar. I mean, I would trust XG in a decision like that.
GNU.
Oh, GNU. I would trust GNU also.
And now what's going on?
Oh, well,
Okay, 4 away, 5 away. I would have. Yeah, I might have taken a roll and then decided whether to cube next turn. Now, this is a serious
Time to cube.
decision. Okay, now it's
You would or wouldn't double?
I'm not sure. That was tough. I would have,
Double.
I'm
I think-
dubious about the cube, but now,
What about
now
now? And now you, isn't it the other person's problem now?
yeah, it's the other person's problem because, I think it's the other person's problem.
Oh, I
think,
think I
no,
would've
I
just
would
cleared
not
the
have left that
11.
blot out there. I don't,
Yeah,
No.
that got red flagged.
yeah. Would not have left that blot out there.
How's our count? Now can we double?
Yeah, I think there are some cubes here. She had a consolidated position for quite some time. I think it's tough when you don't have an inner board point to give the cube sometimes, but yeah, I mean,
yeah, I predict she just drops this one.
yeah, she's so far ahead in the race.
Yeah, I'm not sure what XG is saying about that.
I bet it got too good, Marty, because there were some miscues
Yeah,
there.
that may well,
Possibly.
that may well be.
Possibly. Not sure. Yeah,
Is
I
that,
like
is that so clear to everybody?
it's clear to me. Because you know, you don't want to switch your back checkers against all those 11 is
Right.
11,
Okay.
11 in the zone, and you know,
That's
inflexible
something
position. You want
productive to
to
do.
build, and you want to not be hit in the outfield. And
There you
a
go.
builder on the 11 was not very valuable.
No, it was worth little. And
Yeah.
now we're just we're behind in the race and winning the priming game.
Prime versus prime.
Losing
Right.
the priming game.
Well, they've got a prime, but we've got the time.
I wouldn't.
They don't
want to
like
go,
that.
That's not so
you want to
prime oriented. Now comes the cube, and probably at the score she won't take.
Yeah,
No.
that's bad. Yeah, the 4-2 got red flagged.
Now,
Yeah, the 4-2
Can't-
was not good.
Kent and Marty, do you guys want to talk about the score? I think it's a fun one.
Oh, what is it? Three
Three
away,
away,
to,
four away.
3 away to 4 away. So the 4 away side is going to be itching to double. Not so much in a gammon, not in the gammon rich position. The side who's behind is really afraid to double more than usual, because like let's say the 4 away side doubles in some
I think I would have stepped up to the 3 there to see
Yeah,
some
yeah.
daylight.
I'm rambling. I'm trying to get my thoughts together about the 3-way, 4-way score. So if the
What do you think of that play?
what was it?
Nice.
13 to 6. 13 to
That
6.
just looks,
Probably all right, because alternatives are just so pathetic. I mean, what are you going to do? Hit and split or something with a worse against a board?
Yes.
Maybe you're better off just trying to escape and maybe unstack your builders some lucky way.
there's all kinds of action taking place here.
Yeah, this is exciting.
We're
Oh, so
fiddling
Karen
while
made the 3-point instead
fiddling
of
while Rome
what?
burns.
Made the 3-point.
Oh.
Well, this is a good shot.
Yeah.
Now we knew it. Now we know why we had 6 players, checkers on the 6-point. Maybe they should get down to 3. Okay, is it possible?
too good?
I think it's too good, because I think
Is
that
it
White can
possibly
get-
too good?
I think
This
White could White can get a lot of
Yeah, there you go. Red flag.
get a
No,
lot
this
of
keeps-
double outs if things go badly. Right.
Well, the small rolls make new points. The big rolls can hit.
Yeah, it's a great position, but there's little danger, I guess, is what I was trying to
Exactly.
say.
Yeah.
Little danger
Sanford
of
Lubetkin.
opponent doing
Hello,
anything.
Sandy.
I think I just run that check. Yeah, that's my play.
Too good means you should play on for a gammon. Too good to double because your gammon chances are too high.
Yeah, you want
I
to
think-
play for the gammon instead of taking the point.
I think Karen missed the opportunity to split back there with the ace.
No, I'm okay with not splitting.
Now she's thinking about cubing.
3 away. I would have queued that.
I
Very
like the
fast,
cube
very
there.
fast. Yeah. That's a good
Is George Morse Dan Morse's brother? Sandy? Thank you. No, that's I knew George and Dan Morse years and years ago. They're brothers, and both were backgammon players and both were bridge players. And Dan Morse still is a highly competitive tournament bridge player. This is Mary's husband and brother-in-law.
Oh,
So these are two totally different ideas.
Yeah, there's Sandy Lubetkin. I played twice weekly chouette with Mary. No wonder she's learned so much. That got red flagged. I was too busy chatting with Sandy to figure out what happened.
yeah. It's the back checkers rate to be a big problem. So if you now this is just a pass, and I don't think it's too good. I think it's just a pass at the score.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
The hole on White's 5 point sort of prevented it from being too good.
Nice shake for Karen. Oh, great one
great.
for Mary. Just make the point.
Agreed, because there's significant danger for White. White only has maybe half the deck to play safely.
Yeah, now we're forced to slot the best point.
Maybe
And
more than half the deck to play safely, but some of them are just repeaters. They're like 3-2 or something. Not very great. So now, yeah, now a fan is going to be doubled. This is
yeah, we can
It's
take it.
hits.
probably not going to be doubled.
Maybe one more.
Mhm.
Whoa,
Nice shot.
presto. I knew we wanted the 9 point.
Now we're cooking.
Yeah, I think you can cube this, right? 2 away, 3 away.
Yeah, see what she wants to do. I mean,
Can you really pass?
yeah, well,
Well, what did you think of that?
that was a tough one.
I thought so.
I mean,
I
I
would've
thought it
been-
was a tough
There's a
decision.
lot of shot equity still for White.
I would have been strongly tempted to take that, but who knows? What's the little eye?
I think I would have been strongly tempted to take it as well. What does that
It was
eye
a-
mean?
It was a double pass.
It was a pass, okay.
Mhm.
But it was close. We were tempted by the right sirens or whatever.
Right.
And what's going on here? This looks like a pretty position.
What? Oh, it's White on roll, so Karen hit loose, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And the
this is
cube-
DMP now.
Oh
Yeah,
we've
cube's already been turned.
We missed
Yeah.
the cube should have been, in my view, the cube should be turned right away at 2 to go, and then we just try to win.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
don't, you want the 5 point, you also want the 9 point, but you don't really have.
You don't want the 2 point, and you do want. Yeah, and you
You may not get the 5 point next
if
turn.
you, that's right. If you you decrease your flexibility quite a bit by moving 2 checkers to the 2.
This is a bold play. I'd think about this for a little bit.
What, hitting with a 6-3?
Yeah, I think you want to send that guy back.
You have to, pretty much, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, I'd still think about it.
I mean, there's no
Well, no,
gammons.
you're-
Gammons are meaningless, and then
Right to think about it. I agree.
but you know, play B, I guess, is to go 24.
Look, we got
15.
a yellow flag.
Oh, 24 to 15 might have been right.
Yeah, we got a yellow flag. I mean, it's definitely right to think about it. At least it wasn't a red flag.
You know, some slight chance you could make the 18 point, but probably not.
Who wants to hold on to our 10 point? That was a good thing for black to do. And what did we hit?
Couldn't hit with that
Yeah,
double,
no,
whatever it
nothing,
was.
Nothing. 2s and 7s to cover and 9s to
5-2.
pop another checker. Am I missing something?
Yeah, there's no
5-2,
choice. There's
I
no
don't
choice.
see a
with
second
this one.
choice. No
Yeah.
plan B.
No. That's a
Aha,
nice
there we go.
shift.
Okay, when
Yeah.
do you do the nifty
Switch and
shifty?
advance. Oh, she didn't advance to the
Didn't
9.
didn't
That's
bring the
some
builder.
before. Now okay, yeah, I guess this is the play here with a 2-1.
There's our
And
9.
that's a 5-4. That's a good play with a 5-4.
And looks like Mary's in the driver's seat here.
And we need a sequence of 3s very quickly for Karen, or a double 6s, double 4s.
She should now just play 21 to 16. Get off the double 3s.
Yeah, get off the double
And
4s.
get out for
Problems.
sure. Oh no.
No, now we're looking to close the
the
point.
9 point with that 2-1.
Yeah, now we want to close the point.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
There
she's
it is.
okay. Okay, she just.
Whoa, there we
Well,
go. We got
now
more fun.
She lives.
Staying
More
alive.
fun.
All right, that's a good roll, actually.
Yeah.
And what is
Great
it?
roll.
11?
Gotta do
9.
it. Gotta do. There's no other choice.
Not rolling 11.
Hard.
Ooh, yuck.
Ooh, double.
Maybe
That's long term.
Red
That's long
flag
term bad.
thrown on that one.
I would have cleared that 4 point.
Yeah,
I mean, 8
I
point.
think that got a red flag.
Yeah, because now look
Ouch.
now. Okay, now that was she could have just cleared the 6
She
point
played
safely. Instead, she
way
left the
too
direct
quickly.
shot.
That was
Instead,
just
she left the direct shot. That was
playing
not
too
a
fast.
yeah. That direct shot was unwarranted. You could tiptoe home still, and the 6-4 would have been perfect, but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, maybe no big deal. Shuffle around the last 5.
Oh, I just like that one. That's the only play for Karen. And now she
She's
should
got to
break.
stay back.
She should break maybe the 5 point.
Here we
instead of
go.
oh, there we go.
Here we go.
Yep.
Lots of checkers off. Hit it. Make it exciting.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
let's see. I
wouldn't
suppose
worry-
you want
I
to take
wouldn't
the
worry
checker
about the
off. I
repeater
suppose you
doing
want to take it off because this is bad variation for white, but it's not.
Hard to
Too
stay
bad.
put, and even if you can stay put, how are you going to win?
Oh, stay put. Stay put.
Last ditch chance. Nope.
Last
Oh, it's
chance
very,
to
very
romance.
exciting. Very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Lots of fun positions. It's a good thing they played fast because they still collectively have over half their time left. But great match to watch.
Great commentary, really helpful to all of us still learning. And thanks to all of you for being here, seriously. And we'll be announcing the next match is going to be in a week and a half, Francis, is that when?
It's on the 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And Tuesday night's match is up, and if you go to our social media, you'll be able to find the link. And again, thanks for being here, everybody.
Well, it was
Thanks
fun.
for having us.
Thanks, Marty, for stepping in and helping. Always appreciated and enjoyable. And Cara, it was a delight to hear the way you think.
It was a pleasure, Ken. Thank you so much.
All right, yeah, thanks, everybody.
All right,
Take
bye,
care.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.